Hello, welcome back to Tenure Basins. This is Suman, and today we'll be discussing about a very interesting topic of ecology, that is metapopulation. So, before we'll go in detail, let me tell you something about first what is population. So, population is nothing but it consists of a group of organisms belonging to a particular species, and that organisms inhabiting in a particular area. So you can say that is a closed population. And in case of metapopulation, the group of organisms of that particular species that you'll get in different pages, and that pages are called the subpopulations, and it is widely distributed. So before going in detail, let's differentiate first what is the difference between the population and the metapopulation. So first, as I already told, it is a closed population, it is open population, and here the definition is the group of same individuals living in the same place at the same time, but same individual living in different places at the same time. And in case of population, here the individuals are added only through birth and loses through death. And in metapopulation, here the individuals are added through immigration and loses through immigration. And the last is the interaction takes place within that subpopulation, but here for the interaction, the migration from one local population to other patches is possible. So metapopulation is discovered by Richard Levins in 1969. So some important terms are first population, we have already discussed population, metapopulation. Then third is the endemic. What is endemic species? The species which is found in a particular area, that is confined to a particular area. But what is the meaning of pandemic? That is, pandemic means it is widely distributed, it is not confined to a particular habitat. Then about the source and sink relationship, then difference between population and metapopulation we have already discussed. Then let's switch to source and sink relationship. So this is the hypothetical metapopulation including the source and sink population. So what do you understand by the source? Source means it should be a reproductive one. In that the areas they have greater reproductive success than the death rate. Here the death rate is very less, and for that reason you can get more individuals in the source, and the habitat is high quality. The quality of habitat is high quality. That is, you can see in the violet color. And in the second, you can see in the pink patches, the populations are very less. Why? That is called the sink population. As the individuals, the death rate is more, so it is a type of low quality habitat, and here you can find very less individuals. As you can see, only one here, only one dot, then three dots and four dots, that is the number of populations. So and that lead to decrease in the number of individuals, and that lead to the extinction. Okay, so this is the source and about the source and sink relationship. Then the dots are the individual within a local population. So if this the one patch is the subpopulation, then the dots are the individuals within that population. And the arrows, what does it mean? The arrows are the dispersal. So what is dispersal? Dispersal is nothing but the movement between the individuals. Okay, so how the movement will occur? The movement will occur by there is something called corridors. Okay, so first dispersion, That is, first the corridors are there, and the corridors that will help the individuals to move from one subpopulation to another subpopulation, or from one small patch to another patch. Then the next is the distance between the islands. Obviously, if the islands are very close to each other, then the migration or the movement will be easier. Then third one is the nature of species. If the species are motile, they will migrate. If it is immobile, it is the migration will be less. And if it is slow, migration will take place, but it will take time. It will be a slow process. Then the last is the arrangement of the island. As you can see in this picture, if the island are arranged in a cluster, then the migration will be, or the dispersal will be very easy. But in case of linear arrangement, the dispersal will be difficult. And so this is the meaning of dispersal. Dispersal means there is when the sink population is having some facing some extinction, then it is shifting to, or the individuals are shifting to the other populations. That is the here studied over time, the metapopulation is shown to exist as a shifting pattern of occupied and vacant. So one population, it will vacate that patch, and it will occupy one another population. Okay, so that is also called as recolonization. So recolonization means when a one set of population is facing extinction, so that individuals, they can vacate that patch of area, that patch or the population, and they can shift to the other population. Okay, that is called the recolonization. So in that, they can prevent themselves from the extinction, and that uh, effect is called the rescue effect. That means that individual of that population, it rescue themselves from the extinction, and they get shifted to the new population. So this is all about the source sync relationship, about the uh, dispersal pattern, about the recolonization, and about the rescue pet. And next is, what are the advantages of the metapopulation? Obviously, as 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 I have already told, there is a chance of recolonization, so those species will rescue themselves from the extinction, right? So the survivability chances will be more. Then the next is dispersal. Third is, it helps in the conservation biology. The same thing, the recolonization, the extinct, the extinction. Because of extinction, the species will recolonize to a new habitat. Then it imposes the genetic structure on a population. So this is a brief introduction about the metapopulation. So you need to first understand what is the metapopulation and what is the difference between population and metapopulation, what is endemic, what is pandemic, what are the relationship between source and sink, what is dispersal and what are the factors affecting the dispersal, what is recolonization, and last is the rescue effect. So let's discuss two questions of Csir net. This one, yeah. The first is a part B question. The dynamics of any subpopulation means that patch area. The individual patch area is called the subpopulations. The dynamics of any subpopulation within a metapopulation differs from that of a normal population in that the first is the birth rate are lower than the death rate. No, it's not the case. Next, the death rate are lower than the birth rate. No. Third, Third is the immigration and emigration rates are significantly higher. This is the C is the option. In the differentiation of the population and metapopulation, I have already mentioned about the immigration and emigration. So the answer is C, immigration and emigration. And the normal population, it depend upon the birth rate and the death rate, not the metapopulation. So the answer will be C. Next question is, which of the following condition is the most likely indicator of a metapopulation's long-term survival? See the term long-term survival. The first is the population is not divided into subproponents. Second is the regular and extensive movement of individuals among patches makes the subpopulations function essential as a single unit. Third, the source and sinks all contain the subpopulations. Fourth, all subpopulations are connected by the corridors. So, for the long term survival, the answer will be 2. There should be regular and extensive movement of the individuals among patches, and that makes the subpopulation function essential as a single unit. So this is all about metapopulation. I hope it makes sense to you. If you like this video, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe this channel and share with your friends. Thank you.